Look, I just got the letter on Friday, and I didn't know how to tell you.
I'm really happy with you.
Good job. Oh, okay. You guys are here. Hold up. Let me just change into something nicer, so you know, because I look like, you know, I've been sleeping, you know what I'm saying? Give me a second. Okay. Now I'm ready to shoot a motivational vlog. Okay, so as seen by my last vlog, you'd understand that I'm on vacation. I'm on my vacation. Check it out. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. Alright, gotta move the camera away, because you know how them people be. They thinking that you filming them. Ooh. There we go. They think you filming them when you're really not filming them. But anyways, let's try and get some motivation in this. So, what is it that we can talk about? Alright, so I went back to my favorite little video that I listen to every night. Yeah. I got something here for y'all.
Understanding gives us the ability, if we cannot see the positive circumstance on the outside, we can build it on the inside. That's why Napoleon said, circumstance, hell, I make them. George Bernard Shaw said, people are always blaming circumstance for what they are. He said, I don't believe in circumstance. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up, look for the circumstances they want, and if they can't find them, they make them. They have the understanding they can do that. And through doing that and getting emotionally involved, they then set up an emotional state that's quite opposite to fear. It's called faith.
Alright, because last time I didn't put the name of the guy because I forgot. Let's see. Bob Proctor. That's the correct one, Bob Proctor. So check it out. Creating your own circumstance, right? Don't mind the TV in the back. Creating your own circumstance. It's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because like you guys said, a lot of y'all are in circumstances, or in this case, a lot of y'all are in positions where you just blame that particular position for why you're, let's say, not the most wealthiest in the world, or why you're not the most creative in the world, or why you're not this, or why you're not that. And I'm trying to do this thing on a microphone, but it ain't working for me. Here you go. You're blaming the circumstances. You see, I just did it right there. I blamed the microphone when I should have done it before. Look, people blame their circumstances for a lot of things. It's terrible to do. Don't mind this. I know, I see it. Don't mind it. People blame the circumstances for a lot of things. People blame that they're not wealthy because they live in a poor neighborhood. People blame that they don't have a fast car because they drive a slow car. People blame their jobs, their bosses, their this, because they just don't want to do the work. Or they're just that lazy, or they're not in the right field, or they're not this or that, you know what I'm saying? Stop blaming the circumstances. The circumstance that you're in now is coming because of you and your negative energy and your negative thoughts. That's the reason why you're in that circumstance. The reason why I'm in this circumstance right now is because I played my cards right. I built myself. Now I'm able to take maybe 1, 2, 3 day vacation real quick and then come back and put myself back into the work, because I understand without the work I can't have this. I can't have all of that pool stuff out there, and I can't have this little boat ride because the hotel got the boat ride to Universal. Man, I can't have none of that. If I think about creating bad circumstances, if I think that my circumstances back in New York are bad or this or that, and you know what? It's time for me to change my thinking. It's time for y'all to change y'all thinking too. The problem with humans as a whole, the problem is that from generation to generation to generation, people expect this type of perfectness. And if you don't have that perfectness, then you have to find something to blame. It's that thing's fault. It's the trash can's fault why the garbage didn't go in. Some nonsense reason like that. You know what I'm saying? Stop blaming the circumstance around you. Stop listening to what everybody else says. Stop listening to what society has to say and all this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 whole crap. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going about this fast, but I want y'all to understand one thing. And I want y'all to understand one thing very, very clearly. Stop blaming everything. Take the blame yourself and say, okay, it's my fault that such and such happened the way such and such happened. Simple, easy. That's it. Move on with your life. There's no negative thoughts on blaming. Okay, it's this person's fault because that person did this and this person did that with them, and I'm the victim. The more you play the victim game, is the more you're gonna stay where you at. It's that simple. It's really that simple. Quite honestly, I gotta change some of my own circumstances. I gotta work harder, I gotta think better, I gotta act better, eat better, maybe, eat better, I gotta exercise, all this stuff. I gotta create my own circumstance so I don't feel, sick, or I don't feel fat, or I don't feel, like I ain't got the common sense to do something, or I don't feel energetic or strong, or this or whatever, or, my emotions are getting in the way, all that is garbage. All that's garbage. Create a better circumstance, and you'll be able to elevate yourself beyond. Don't you want to go above and beyond? Isn't that what society tells you goes above and beyond? Now let me tell you the difference between society's version of above and beyond and my version of above and beyond, and every other entrepreneur that has made it. I'm not saying I made it, but I'm sure as hell about to do my best to get there. I tell you what. The difference in society's version of, that of this is that, okay, if you don't pass this, and this in school, or if you don't do this certain work the way the boss wants it, or if you just don't do, the right things in general that society picks as right, then you suck. That's what society tells you. You suck. You're horrible. What are you even doing with your life? You're a waste of space. That's the big one they like to use. You're a waste of space. And I'm here to tell you my version. You're not a waste of space. Every entrepreneur that you've ever seen has failed. My favorite guy in the whole world. My favorite guy. R.I.P. to him, Steve Jobs. He created one of the most amazing, the most controversial, the most advanced, the most technological this, the most that, whatever. He did it. All while at the same time, when he was younger, his mother disowned him. I know she took him back or whatever, but I know the story that his mother disowned him, and he used to go to Hindu temples just to get food every Sunday or Saturday or something. This man came from rock freaking bottom. This man came from rock bottom. A calligraphy class helped him to make Apple. Calligraphy. Are you kidding me? That's just making fancy letters. A lot of people take all of this that they have for granted. It doesn't matter if you're at the bottom. You create the right circumstances for yourself and you think correctly, then you're gonna reach Steve Jobs' level. You think he really cared about being the richest man in the world? No, he cared about what he cared about. He cared about Apple, he cared about its customers, he cared about pretty much everything. Now I know there's gonna be a few young conversations like, oh my god, Apple not the man, oh my god, PC everything, I could build a computer for... Let me tell you all something. Android Authority, some guy in Android Authority made a video about this. I'm gonna leave one thing, maybe two or whatever. For all of y'all big computer people, oh my god. Don't forget that the iPhone still uses PCIe based storage. Do not forget that creating an all metal unibody structured system is more expensive than your plastic crap Asus ROG gaming laptop. Okay? And I know some of you gonna be like, oh my god, you know, don't diss Asus, don't do this to MSI. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing. I could build a desktop for way cheaper and can run way better. I know I can. I'm a tech guy. That's what I do. And I promise you at the same time, this modular little computer from Apple that's coming out, the new Mac Pro, it's gonna be great. But look, enough of a tangent about Apple. Let me just go back to this. Steve came from nothing. Steve literally came from nothing. All he did was he left college, mother disowned him. I guess she took him back, whatever the case was, after he got big. But mother disowned him. He kept going to a Gurdwara every single time. Yeah, it was a Gurdwara. I don't know if we're related and whatever the case is, but he went to Gurdwara, I believe, and just got food and whatever, and just decided to build himself up after that. And he created one of the greatest companies in the world. The same thing with Bill, the same thing with Warren Buffett, the same thing with Jeff Bezos, the same thing with Elon Musk, although he had help when it came to Tesla and SpaceX, because, you know, PayPal made him the money, you know. But I mean, he started PayPal from scratch, so come on. You got a whole bunch of other people out there. J.K. Rowling, a lot of you. I know you seen his ads. I know you do. Ty Lopez. They all start from practically nothing. Gary V moved all the way from Belarus, and look at him now. Real hustler, true hustler. Hope we get to meet one day, Gary. I hope we get to collab on something one day, Gary. There's a whole bunch of people, and y'all take it for granted. All these movie stars you love, all these rappers you love, they had one thing in mind, which was to create the perfect circumstance for themselves. Maybe it wasn't even perfect, but to create the most, as most as they can, close to perfect circumstance that they could get to where they are now. Post Malone, Lil Uzi, Lil Wayne, Joey Badass. Who else? Who else is there? They got Kevin Gates. They got, man, who they got? I don't even like him, but yeah, Lil Yachty. I don't like this guy either. Lil Xan, aka Diego. Look, the circumstance comes from y'all. If you can't make the circumstance correct for yourself, if you continue to think of negative circumstances, then of course you're gonna have a negative life. Of course you're gonna have a negative lifestyle. Of course things are gonna go bad for you. You're never gonna have nothing that you really want, because all you can think about is blaming the next guy for the circumstance that you're in now. Keep it real with yourself. Blame yourself. It's much easier, and then go along your way. Create the correct circumstance. Think positive. Work hard. Become successful. Society has nothing on you when you reach that level, because it's your level. It's your personal level, and nobody can reach your personal level. I want to thank y'all for joining me on my little mini vacay. And remember, keep that success going. I'll catch y'all.